Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RAYGO Reactions. On today's episode, we're going to be reacting to the Tragically Hip and the song that blew them up really, the song that was their first ever hit. The song is called New Orleans is Sinking. Now this was actually requested by one of our legendary subscribers by the name of Todd. So thank you very much, Todd. You're a legend, guys. If you want to request a song of your choice, you know what to do. Now, I've reacted to a couple of songs by the Tragically Hip now, and it is a sad story. Because I remember one of you guys was saying how their last performance was like one of the biggest watched performances on Canadian TV at the time. I'm pretty sure, forgive me, something like big was on at the time, like the Olympics or something, and the Olympics like put this gig on over the TV, something like that. It was so big that everyone in the country was watching it at the time. It's obviously a very tragic story of the lead singer, and it's rest in peace. But on today's episode, we're gonna go back and see why these legends made it, and also a little a treat at the end. We're gonna react to one of their songs called Wheat Kings. So hit that like button, guys. Subscribe, and yeah, there's probably going to be a couple of times where I pause the video and try and break it down myself, because I'm sure I'm going to hear something that's pretty cool. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So first off, the song that made them.
We'll see you later, alligator.
Let's go. Turn it up a bit. There we go.
But blue on the sea, they sing the pain under skies. Oh, smoky blue rain. I can't forsake of Dixie Dixie, so we dance the sidewalk sing.
You look young there.
My memory is running across this river down here. New Orleans is sinking, man, and I don't want to sail. Chinatown was road, what's going on? Can't tie yourself for a deal. He said no, you said, shut your big mouth.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I didn't even realise. I just found myself doing that, and then as I'm watching the audience, they're doing the same thing. These guys are very groovy, that make you want to dance. That's one thing I picked up from the Tragically Hip. And I think it's not only that the music's got some great groove, but the singer, because he's so passionate, he really makes you believe what he's saying, and it's got a great sound. I mentioned this on the last one. Very similar musically, you know, sonically to Oasis in some ways. If you react to some of Oasis songs, you go and check them out. But that's a great riff there. Kind of sounds like Day Tripper by something like that. But great riff, great guitar playing as well. It's good up to now. I can see it's definitely got blues elements to it, kind of like, you know, the 12-bar blues. Cool. Who does that?
Bottom of vegetation, yeah, bones from my lips. I've been watching oxygen floating underwater. I've been sucking on hulls of ships. I'm floating out here in the middle of Hudson's Bay. I can't tread water.
He uses his vocals as a genuine instrument. If you notice, even those ooh, stuff like that, he just can't resist himself. And it's the equivalent of a guitar player being like, you know, you just can't resist. He's just going, ooh. It's like, listen, some people don't want to learn an instrument. If they got vocals like him, that is their instrument. I love it when singers do that. Axl Rose tended to do that as well. Freddie Mercury does it. You know, they really want to do different things with their voices. And there's actually a video of Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. So Slash, you know, before a song, he had his own little section of a solo. Duff McKagan would come out and do a little bass section. Who's the bass player? There would be a drum off where the drummer would do a little drum solo. And then Axl Rose was like, hell, everyone else is having to go, me too. And he did like a vocal Sail Away Sweet Sister. And this is what he's reminding me of, like, not in the kind of same tonality, but he loves singing. This guy just thoroughly enjoys it.
What's longer this way? Probably can't you be true? Every night
Listen to that.
I'm without you.
Wow.
I'll always love you. Never
Great vocal.
till the day they lay me down. It's time to get ready. The only thing that got me through, the only thing that got me through. I don't wanna know about evil. I only wanna know about love.
Listen to that.
Don't know.
Dude! Nah, I'm sorry guys, I can't, I'm sorry for pausing it, but have you noticed how the moment he said the word, don't want to know about evil, the guitar player starts doing that chromatic. So chromatic, the moment you hear chromatic stuff, you instantly think scary, you know, Jaws. So the riff, don't want to know about evil. They instantly make it evil on the guitar. It's just like, I love stuff like that when you're painting a picture with it. Mark Knopfler does it great with Dire Straits. You know, you say something and then the band emphasizes something with it. Why not? You know, why not? That's the whole point. Like, everyone get on each other's level. What did you say there? What are you saying? I'm saying I don't want to know about evil. Cool. Well, then maybe let's change it up with the guitar, make it sound evil. I love that.
looked a little like hands in a river, my feet back up on the banks. Looked up to the Lord above and said, hey man, thanks. Sometimes I feel so good I gotta scream. She said, what a baby, I know exactly what you mean. She said, I swear to God, she said.
Nice guitar tones. He's cool, him.
Robbie and Gordon, Johnny and Paul. Good night.
Mate, that guy is cool. He's a proper lead vocalist. Something the guitar player was doing there. He was like, very nice stuff. It's just in the key of E, guys. For those who might want to know, E minor. I don't wanna see evil. I just wanna love. Very blues when you think about it. The only thing that didn't say anything blues was, I met her at the train station. She was my love. You know, that's all you gotta say to make it a blues song. I tell you what, hell yeah, I can see why that put them on the scene. These guys, unique, very cool way of playing, passionate, a band that you want to see live. And I'm actually intrigued to see what their songs sound like in the studio. Now, I think we can finally do that. The Tragically Hip Wheat Kings audio. This should be cool because I'm intrigued to see how they get their music across on an album, because they're very much live orientated from what I can gather. They want to be out there. He's a jitterbug. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's check this one out. Hit that like button if you love the Tragically Hip and my channel. All right, let's go. Cool. Ooh, acoustic. Yep.
Sundown in the Paris of the prairie, wheat kings of all treasures buried. All you hear are the rusted breezes pushing around where the vain Jesus. Zippo lighter, he sees the killer's fate. Maybe it's someone standing in a killer's place. 20 years for nothing, well, there's nothing new besides. No one's interested in something you didn't do. We kings and pretty things.
Hell yes.
Let's just see what the morning brings.
Yo!
There's a dream.
This gets me hyped. This really does. Todd, you know what you're doing. Who requested this? Let's just see. Let's just see us. What the morning brings. Let's just see what the morning brings. Oh. You know how he's singing with that? Let's just see. And then he's like, ho, ho. It's like I said before with those, whoo. You know, he's using his vocals as an instrument. I loved it. I love how raw this is and how it's produced. And this is exactly what is missing from today. This is the kind of music I want to be hearing. For those who might not know, I'm in a band called RAYGO Bloom. That's our logo. And I produce our music not out of choice, more out of financial reasons, but because it's so extortionate nowadays. But I tell you what, I much prefer to do it anyway because producers nowadays are just learning the same things. They're all just doing the same. They're reading by the same book. This is how you do that. That's how you do this. This is so nice because I can hear little imperfections and I want to hear that. But everything's it's got so much clarity going on. The bass isn't quantized where it's been perfected into position where it has to land on all these notes. It's just raw, live, playing. That's what it is. It's playing. They're not copy and pasting. It's just nice. And it sounds beautiful. It kind of resembles Tracy Chapman. This kind of sounds a bit like Tracy Chapman.
Me dreams where the high school's didn't start. It's a museum and we're all locked up in it after dark. The walls are lined all yellow, grey and sinister.
Oh yeah.
Hung with pictures of a parent's prime minister. We
Nice
kings
bongos.
and pretty things.
Beautiful.
Wait and see what tomorrow brings.
No auto-tune.
Late breaking story on the CBC. A nation whispers we always knew that he'd go free. They add you can't be fond of living in the past. 'Cause if you are, then there's no way that you're gonna last. We kings and pretty things. Let's just see what tomorrow brings.
Bro.
We
Let's go. I think that was my favourite. That's my favourite song by the Tragically Hip up to now. Absolutely great. So cool. It's just, that's what music's about to me. I was listening to guys, I know you know, but put your headphones on, humour me, and just listen to one instrument and just zone in on it. And just listen to what it's doing, and you'll notice how it's raw because they've just done it in a take. Right, you on the guitar, go. They've not gone cut. We need to do it again. It's like they've left little bits in which sound. He probably could have done it better, but I'm not gonna, because that's when it sounds robotic, and that's when it loses character, loses soul. That's my best up to now. Very, very good. Jeez, guys, honestly, very good. That's going on my Spotify playlist right this instant. What did Todd say about that? Forgive me. Todd said, Wheat Kings, it was a song about the true story of a man who was unjustly jailed for murder and finally released 2 decades later. David Milgaard. I apologise. I wasn't even listening to the lyrics. I have a problem with listening to lyrics. I love music instruments so much I zone out of lyrics, but I don't think that's a bad thing, because I just enjoy the sounds, and I let it just happen. But now I know the lyrics, I'll listen to it again and pay attention to that. But honestly, great song. Tragically Hip, let's go. Guys, if you want to see more of the Tragically Hip, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments. Or request a song of your choice. Supports the channel, and I can also give something back to you guys. Absolute legendary. Until next time, hit that like button, subscribe, and peace.
Blue, RAYGO blue, RAYGO blue, yeah, RAYGO blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to let's do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it the old
like it.
squatting up bosh.